Today is day 9 in Reboot Your Business, and I'm Julie David. And today is a really exciting day because today, girls, it is all about the bling. We are gonna talk jewelry. Today is a fun day, so celebrate. You're gonna love this one. You're probably gonna wanna make it more than just one day, but girls, it's just one day in the process. But let's have some fun. All right, so we are gonna decide today what jewelry we're going to talk about in our presentation. How are we going to do that? What jewelry are we going to put on our display table, and how are we going to do that? So we actually want to set our jewelry up today. Now, to make this decision, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. So what you're going to do is you're going to start by pulling out all your jewelry on the floor and sit yourself in the middle of a big circle of jewelry. I do this quite often. It really helps to just look at everything and see what you have. And then we're gonna start to sort. So go ahead and stop the video, pull out all your jewelry, and set yourself in the middle. Okay, now that you're sitting in the middle of all that gorgeous jewelry, we have some decisions to make. We want to pull aside the things that we want to talk about. So we have to kind of think about, what are we going to do? Now, for years, I have shared 5 concepts. So if you've ever watched any of my videos, I love to make sure I cover all 5 of those concepts. So that would be a necklace with multiple pendants. Then we would learn how to frame it. We would learn how to make a long necklace short using a clip it. We would learn how to layer our jewelry. And then we talk about our versatility. Lately, I've switched that up a little bit, and I'm taking advantage of this idea of the collections. Now, I've simplified it a lot, but I put 5 pieces that make up an ensemble. So if you've seen my videos, Drab to Fab, that is what I do in my jewelry shows. So if you haven't, you can go to YouTube and just Google Drab to Fab, Julie David, and see those. Now, what I like to do is I take 5 pieces of jewelry that work together, so bracelets, a ring, earrings, a necklace, maybe 2 necklaces that work together. I'm gonna put them in a tray. And that's what I'm gonna talk about in the show. Now, I'm really gonna focus on the necklaces, but at the very end, I'm just gonna bring up and say, these would be great earrings, this would be a great bracelet set, that would finish off the ensemble. The reason that I go this route is that I want to continually highlight the fact that an average hostess gets 5 pieces or an ensemble for free, and that she also could shop the other ensemble at half off. Now, if she does a great job, maybe she can get both of them for free, but I want to constantly be reiterating to them that they should think about getting some of their friends together because it's a really great deal. Usually when somebody sees a necklace that they love, right, they don't just want the necklace, they want the earrings, they want the bracelets, they want the ring, they want everything that they need, but they can't get it all that day. So if we're showing them one whole tray of jewelry, they're thinking in terms of, gosh, I've got to have a show so I can get the rest of that. So I do, when I'm picking this out, think in terms of collections, just so that I'm covering everything. So I might have a tray that is my silver collection. I could have 1 or 2 necklaces in there. Then I want to have some gold. So again, 1 or 2 necklaces along with some earrings and some bracelets. I love to show rose gold. That's really hot right now. So I'm gonna have some rose gold. Maybe I'm gonna frame it with Hampton or Willow, and that's in that tray. And then I might have some color pieces. I love Aloha. Whatever you're gonna be talking about, maybe a glam tray, something really glamorous because you think these gals would really like to see that. And I always have an everyday tray. And everyday is keeping it personal, the Bless necklace, Over the Moon, the Psalm 91, the Matthew necklace, those things that we literally could throw on, go to the grocery store and feel beautiful. Of course, It's a Wrap. So we're gonna have a lot of those things that are easy for everybody to wear. So you're gonna think about between 5 and 7 trays and limit yourself to that so that you don't go on and on and on. So I love, of course, the Show on the Go bag, and I can fit 7 trays in there. So I have 7 little trays for the things that I'm gonna talk about at my shows. And you know, those are usually my favorite pieces. So I can shop that for what I'm gonna wear every day, which makes my life pretty easy. Now, once I have that decided, I'm going to put that off to the side. If I know the names of those pieces, then I don't need to worry about whether or not they're tagged or not, because sometimes when I'm doing a presentation, a tag really gets in the way. You know, where am I going to tag London Fog? Because I'm going to wear it long, I'm going to pull it and make it short, and I'm going to go like this, and so a tag is just gonna get in the way. So I don't really tag London Fog, but when I see London Fog, I definitely know what it's called. But if you have other pieces that you're like, I'm not sure I'm gonna remember what it's called, make sure that those are tagged. And a little side tip, I love to tag them with a safety pin so that they're easy to get the tags off when I want to wear them. So love that. Okay, so you're gonna pull that aside and just kind of decide what you're gonna be talking about in your presentation, but then you have the rest of your jewelry. So what are you gonna do with that? Well, you have some choices. There's a lot of jewelry there. You're gonna need to weed it out a little bit, right? So I have a tip for you, because I am that girl that loves to take it all. I have almost all of the jewelry, and I am a little addicted that I love it all so much and I want to take it all. So I recently got a really great idea. Poof, just came into my head, and it really helped. So what I do is I have a jewelry organizer. I actually use the one from the incentive site that zips and opens up and you can fold away the pages, and I just stuff that baby full of jewelry. So it might be things that aren't really seasonal right now, or things that I feel like nobody's really looking at but I still love, so I put in there. You could also pick up a jewelry organizer from TJ Maxx or Home Goods on a hanger. Make sure that it's one that has zipper pockets so that when you roll it up, the jewelry will not fall out. So here's how I do it. I leave that in my car and I take in the jewelry that I want to put on my display. But if somebody says to me, do you have such and such a piece? And I think, oh, I do, but it's out in my car. Then I run out and get that bag. And then they're so excited because they're like, ooh, what's that? Extra jewelry, right? But at least I'm not lugging it in and out, and I do have it if I need it. If they don't even mention it, then I did not spend a ton of time setting it all up, figuring it out. Now, how do I deal with the rest of my jewelry for my table? Well, I love to have trays. I love to use the 1-inch trays, and I love to use the burlap trays because they do not collect dust. So that's so fun. And what I do is I put ensembles, things that are similar, that maybe a watch and the necklace, bracelets, a ring, maybe an alternate necklace, all goes together. I don't overflow this tray. It looks like a nice display. And then I put down a piece of material. I just got some at Joann Fabrics, the kind that you might make those soft, cuddly blankets out of. I just look for a coupon and I buy some of this and I cut it to fit. But you know, a dish towel could work as well. But you just want something that lays down between that and the next tray to kind of smush it in there so that if your bag falls over in the car, your jewelry doesn't go everywhere. And then when I get to my show, I can just take my trays and go boom, 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 and then I whip off the material, and then I just kind of straighten it up, and I am ready to go. Now, having some height on your table is also really nice. T-stands, bracelet bars, little stands that your earrings can go on are great. I personally use showcases. I have used showcases forever. I love them. I tried about a year ago getting rid of my showcases and it stressed me out. I just love how easy my setup is with my showcases. I just open them up, take out the little pad in the middle, put my trays around it, and I'm set up in like 10 minutes. However, no one has ever walked in to my table and said, oh, wow, this is so gorgeous. It's like a boutique in here. They will say, wow, you have so much jewelry, I'm so excited. But I also am very cautious to never have it look like a garage sale. So when I do put the jewelry in my trays and I put the jewelry in my showcases, I never have jewelry piled up on each other. It's spread out so that it is beautifully displayed and eye-catching. The idea of showcases or tea stands is not to pile as much jewelry as you possibly can on the table. It's to allow people to notice it and to be able to shop it and touch it and try it on. I also love showcases because it's easy to kind of grab the earrings and pull bracelets off. It's just fun and easy. So we have to make sure and guard ourselves that we don't look like a garage sale or a flea market. And listen, if you are artsy, craftsy, and you love to create a beautiful display, girl, you go. Have fun. That's just not my gift. I am more practical than that, but if that gets you excited, add a little flower or a little candle, but just don't overdo it. Remember, you want to create a presentation that someone else could duplicate, so they're not overwhelmed with how beautiful you made it. We want everyone to feel like they could be the accessory stylist just like you. So have some fun, but don't overdo it, right? Go on Pinterest and look at some other display tables. Have some fun today. Today is about ideas and experimenting. But here's what I want you to do for sure. I want you to decide on 5 ensembles that you're for sure going to show and put them in trays. Then you're going to take the rest of your jewelry and put it on your dining room table. Put your tablecloth down. If you have the Premier Runner, put the Premier Runner down. If you have tea stands, pull them out. I want you to set your jewelry up and take a picture. And then I want you to send that to either a friend or your upline or your sideline and get their opinion. And don't let your feelings get hurt if they give you some positive, constructive criticism, because we need that. We need that feedback. How are you going to react to this table? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Is it too many little extra tchotchkes? Is it too much jewelry? And then you listen to their advice and then you decide. You don't have to take everybody's advice. You have a strong, wonderful opinion yourself, but get some feedback, okay? So we're gonna play in the jewelry. We're gonna decide what we're gonna show in our presentations. We're gonna actually set up our jewelry on the table, which is practice. Remember, I'm the queen of practice. I think practice is so critical. So you're literally gonna set it up, take a picture of it, and that way too, you'll remember how to set it up the next time, and you'll know that you have everything that you need. If you don't have enough trays to have the trays for the jewelry that you're gonna talk about, as well as trays on your table, that's okay. Just lay them out on the table and make sure that it's neat and tidy. And don't forget the tags. People really do like your jewelry to be tagged. Have fun playing in your jewelry. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get stuck here. You could show anything at all. It does not need to be the perfect pieces. If you don't know where to begin, ask your upline to run a report on what they are selling the most of in your area. If you don't have that as an option, look on the Premier site to see what's selling the best, see what pieces that you have that are in that list, and start building those little ensembles from that. One of the best tips that I can give you is to show pieces that you love. You need to love the jewelry. So if there's something that you're thinking, I would never wear that, then why would you try to sell that to someone else? If you, like me, I just happen to love London Fog. I literally wear it all the time. It just speaks to me. It's my personality. I love that it's silver. I love that it has the tassels. I just love it. And this is how I wear it all the time. I don't wear it short. I don't take the tassels off. So guess what I talk about on my shows? I certainly do talk about London Fog. I love it. I always talk about Coco. I always mention the arrow bracelets, and hello, my signature earrings, the Julia earrings, right? So these are my #1 selling earrings. The things that I talk about, I'm gonna sell. Sell the things you love. It's easy to talk and sell people on the things that you've already bought into. So make sure when you're selecting the jewelry, it's things that you love. All right, this is exciting. Get in there and play with your jewelry. Try things on. Invite a friend over to come help you and Play in setting up your table. You know why? If she gets into it and starts helping you, guess what she's going to do? She's going to want some of your jewelry, and before you know it, she's going to schedule a show. So if you have to tag your jewelry, sort your jewelry, organize your jewelry, set up your jewelry, my goodness, invite somebody over that you want to love that jewelry as much as you do, and let her play alongside of you with the jewelry. All right, girls, go have some fun playing in the bling.